6th August 2024. For me, 6th August 2024 was the day I created this YouTube channel and I released my very first video called Hi, I Make Games. Well, today is 6th August 2025, 1 year after the creation of the channel. So, hi, I still make games. So first things first, I am not dead even though I have not posted in 2 months. Something that you would know if you kept up with my YouTube community posts. But I bet you don't. Maybe you don't even know who I am. And in that case, hi, my name is Nir and I'm a game developer. I love making games and I love having people see and play my games, which is why I made this channel, so I can share my dumb little projects with random strangers on the internet. So I made this channel exactly 1 year ago today. What are the questions that I should be asking? How many subscribers do I have? How many views did I get? How many videos have I uploaded? How many games have I made? What am I having for dinner today? These are all very important questions that I will answer and also talk about what I did this past year. So let's get into it. Well, for starters, I have 287 subscribers and almost 10,000 views in 15 videos, 4 of them being shorts. Are these good numbers? I'm not sure myself. I know most of my subscribers came from the very first video I made and it's still my video with the most views. Could these values be higher if I uploaded more videos? Well, of course, and I wish I could, but time wasn't always in my favor. Let's talk about how this all started. My first video is basically 2 minutes long, and it really just introduces me and a little bit of my first game, The Ball in the Room. And for some ungodly reason, people loved it and it got 2,000 views. And I didn't even show the video anywhere besides YouTube. This is something that still makes me very happy and I'm still very thankful that it happened. If it wasn't for that spike right at the beginning, I probably wouldn't even be close to 100 subscribers by now. Well, following my immediate YouTube success, I started a course on how to get famous on YouTube. And if you somehow believed what I just said, you should probably get out of social media because I have less than 300 subscribers. Like, think for a little bit. A few days later, I decided to post another video improving The Ball in the Room, which looking back is a terrible video because of the editing and the microphone, because I used to record using my tablet. I could put a clip of that video here, but I feel like I would just embarrass myself, but maybe you could go watch the video and maybe subscribe to the channel, that would be very helpful. But I still got a lot of support, which made me really happy. I wanted to continue improving the game, but then I entered college and all my free time died. And while I didn't post anything in September, I had plans for October. October is the spooky month. Halloween was around the corner and I wanted to make something spooky for The Ball in the Room. I originally wanted an update, but ended up with a separate executable that is bigger than the actual game. I really liked how the game turned out, but unfortunately it didn't quite land on YouTube. Maybe I should have made a devlog instead of a trailer, but I didn't have time for that. Funnily enough, I started developing this on the first day of October and finished on the last day of October. And I'm happy I did it regardless. The next thing I did was pretty much all I did up until now, to be honest. I started working on a new game that's a rework of a school project I did. And this is a project that I wanted and I still want to turn into a full game. Not a gigantic game by any means, but something with enough content that it feels complete. Something that you can enjoy for a few hours. I started posting devlogs, updating the project and getting some support and feedback from viewers, and my friends who playtested the game. The game has multiple playable characters with unique abilities and mechanics. There are different game modes to play that give you resources to upgrade your characters and progress. It's basically how most MOBA games work, but this one is single player. I started by making a few character mechanics and a few enemies and testing out the core of the game to see if it was fun, and then I started evolving. Making models, animations, another game mode, more complex enemies and more abilities. Despite adding all of this, the game is far from being complete. I want to add more stuff, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. If you want a deep dive into what I added into the game and the changes I made, you can watch the devlogs. But here's a quick summary. Currently the game has 3 fully finished playable characters, all of them having 3 unique base abilities and 6 unlockable abilities called enhancements. 2 game modes to play, 6 total enemies that are actually finished, an XP and level up system which allows you to unlock new characters and game modes, and each character has their own experience road that you can get XP by playing that specific character. Is this enough for 8 months of development? I don't think so. I wish I could have done more, but unfortunately I'm not lucky enough to have worked on Blizzard for 7 years. Jokes aside, I'm still enjoying working on this game and I have many ideas, but first let's talk about the game that I started and finished this year. Hazmany was a game I made in February in a week for a game jam. It's a 3D platformer about a factory that got filled with a poisonous liquid and your job is to destroy the monsters that were created. I ended up getting 34th place in the jam. Not as good as I hoped, but considering it's a 3D platformer, I'll take it. I only had 2 levels, one of them with a unique mechanic, and I really did like how the game turned out, especially since I did everything by myself in a single week besides the music. I definitely want to try to make another 3D platformer in the future because it's a genre I love, despite not very popular. And that's everything I did in the first year of this channel. Of course I didn't go into too much detail, so I would recommend watching the videos I posted, that you'll probably enjoy. Most likely. So the question I ask now is, what comes next? What are the plans for this second year? And I think there are two answers. I will continue the game I've been working on and try to make a full enjoyable game and add stuff like boss fights, challenges, more characters, more game modes, and more stuff in general. But I will also develop random stuff, make small games in a week like Hazmania, or silly goofy funny games because I want to make games like that. But you also have the power to decide what I do. If you have any ideas on videos or games to make, definitely let me know because it'll make the journey more fun. At the end of the day, I just want to develop games and entertain people with my videos, which I hope I have achieved. Thank you so much for watching the video. You can play my games on my itch.io page, they're all free so you can just go and enjoy them, that would mean a lot. And if you follow my devlogs, first of all, thank you very much, and second, there should be a devlog on its way, or maybe it's out already, I'm not sure, I'm recording this way ahead of the first anniversary. So I'll see you in the next video, bye!